Mary Hopkin, and those were the days. Sue Pollard, those were the days, weren't they?
Oh, they certainly were. Good old 60s. Because, of course, that's what Shout's about, you know. And it's just a fantastic era. What do you remember of it then, John?
Quite a lot, funny enough. So apparently I wasn't there then.
Well, in that... I know, because that's what they say, don't they? If you remember it, you weren't there. I think I remember it more than I don't remember. Some of it, of course, did fly by in an alcoholic haze, especially on a Friday and Saturday when you're only 16 and 17 and, you know, you're just discovering clubs in your first discotheque. Do you remember? That's what they used to call it, you know.
Go?
I used to go to this place, I think it was Bridlesmith Gate, and I think it was called The Apple. And it was the first time you'd ever been into a club that was, like, sleazy looking. And, you know, these days they have all these lasers and a fantastic light show. As I recall, they just had one of those terrible glitter balls. And you thought, oh, wow, this is something else. I mean, can you imagine the kids today? They'd be going, oh, was that what it was like? That was pathetic, but it was great. I thought it was great anyway.
At the moment, we're in the concert hall. We're actually at the first tier bar of the concert hall, and we're looking at the musical Shout, and of course the Russian All-Stars, the Russian Imperial All-Stars will be entertaining you later as well. We've got some entertainment here. It hasn't. I mean, this area's changed a lot because there was an Empire Theatre here, wasn't there, where we are?
Well, yes, as I recall, John, my lovely friend, for years and years, who was the stage doorman here, he was telling me some fantastic stories, and apparently, now you must remember who this is I'm going to be talking about. I'll give you a clue. My desert is waiting, dear, come then. Who was it? Yay, well done. Well done, yeah. Well, John Hanson.
Oh, John, that's it.
Yeah, there he was. He was appearing at the Empire. And you can imagine what I'm going to say, can't you? There was a doorway, and if you went through the wrong door, you were stuffed, I'm afraid. He was supposed to be coming on at the Theatre Royal, and he burst onto the stage, and they were doing Hamlet. And he comes on, oh, God, no. So, of course, that was my story of the Empire Theatre. But my dad used to say that he was very, very fortunate in seeing all the American comics, you know, like Laurel and Hardy came, and all the ones that, you know, because that was at the period, I think, with obviously way before TV. So that all the people that wanted to take their act around the country, they could probably do the same act for about 5 years and then sort of rejig it a bit, and then 5 years later the same people had come to the same venue. But of course, alas, that is no longer the case.
That's right.
Still, never mind.
You cut your teeth. What I thought was lovely. Now, in the programme, and this is the national programme that that advertises Shout. The opening paragraph is, it's you to a T, but you mentioned Nottingham. After an apprenticeship at the Arts Theatre in our hometown of Nottingham, we've got some people here from the old Arts Theatre over there.
Yes, I know, darling. I read your lovely article. Oh, she was so sweet.
Who are you pointing at?
My friend.
Oh, your friend over there?
Yeah, and she's just, she gave me this little letter that she'd actually written.
That's Pat Tomlinson.
Yes, it's Pat from the Arts Theatre, and she said to me, read this at your leisure. So I did. I just read it in my dressing room. And Pat, obviously, she did the most wonderful thing. She wrote to Prince Charles, pointing out, obviously, that the council are doing a dastardly thing. That's my word, not yours. A dastardly thing by wanting to actually discontinue any kind of funding for the Cooperative Arts Theatre, and she mentioned very strongly, you know, her total disappointment. So I think that letter must have done some good, because he gave you a sympathetic reply, didn't he, babe? Thank you, Charles, if you're listening. Of course he isn't, but never mind. But well done. You obviously really, really helped. You know, I think everyone's input in trying to save the Arts Theatre was fantastic, because, you know, why should you not have funding for something that has provided a wealth of entertainment, has been proven to be a good vehicle and a lovely place for people to have, you know, to be entertained in. So well done, everybody that helped to save it. Thank you.
Yeah, here.
Yes.
There ought to be plaques on there saying, like, Sue Pollard appeared here and things, you know. I mean, that's where you cut your teeth. It wasn't just you, was it?
But it was Peter Bowles, who was lovely, you know, to the manor born. Robert Lindsay, I know, appeared here several times. Michael Jaston. Yeah. And a load of other people that you probably can't quite remember, but they certainly cut their teeth here and then went on maybe to direct and that sort of thing. But speaking of plaques, I'm thrilled. It's better than an Oscar. Honestly, for those that probably don't know, they're starting like for a fund, if you like, for plaques to be commemorated. You pay £250 for a plaque to be put on a seat in the Theatre Royal. Now, I think it's a marvellous idea because, A, it gets more funding for the theatre, hence, better sort of plays and that kind of entertainment. But also, I think it's great for people maybe like who've had their first snog on the seat there, or they've had or, maybe it's their husband's birthday or something. And it's great. It's a lovely, it's an ideal gift, I think.
And you've got one for you,
yes,
the Queen of the Midlands.
Well, yeah, but when they proposed this, they said, what kind of dedication would you like? And they came up with several ideas, like, for services to the arts. Well, I thought, well, they know I'm not in the building trade. I mean, it's obvious. So I can't have that. That's totally dull. So I said, I tell you what, I'll try and come up with something. And I think I was always told, if it's still the same, that Nottingham has always been dubbed Queen of the Midlands. Yep. Quite rightly, because it's a beautiful city. With apologies to Birmingham and the surrounding areas, this is the Queen of them all. And I thought, well, that could be a double whammy then, because I could be a queen.
Yeah.
So that's both of us.
So what seat is it?
It's J17.
Have you sat in it yet?
Yes, I sat in it yesterday and had my photo. It was fantastic. Oh, I lauded it like a queen. Outstretched legs. And, well, I'm absolutely thrilled and totally honoured because of all the people that have appeared here over the years. I know it's a new phenomenon that they've just decided to do, but they could have chosen a lot of people. And I am very, very proud and honoured and Ilda, my mother. I'm going to force her to sit in it. She's coming on Saturday to see the show. So she'll be wanting to sit in it. Even if I don't ask her or not, she'll be there.
Well, I christened it last night.
Oh, you never? Were you sat there?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Was it good? Was it all
wonderful,
gorgeous?
yeah.
Did you feel the vibes coming? Woo, yeah.
I could feel you lying across it at the time.
Well, I think it's marvellous. And they gave me a beautiful plaque to say that this chair has been inscribed. And they gave me a beautiful bunch of flowers. I think it must have come from somebody's exotic garden somewhere. It's absolutely superb. And I think that was extremely thoughtful. So thank you very much.
Now, in Shout, the big one, the big song, you brought the house down with this, didn't you? You're My World. This is Cilla Black's version.